Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Big Ox Chia, and I'm here one more time. And it's a late night, and Smackdown is over. Another one in the books. Yeah. And everything we liked about it, it was a beautiful show, everything good. I don't want to belabor the point. I want to get into this. Before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to my main man and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because he put out this nice little scheme for us in the description. Go ahead. If you can, give him a shout out, give him a thank you. I know it's only 93 people that come here today, but we never know. In a month, in a year, we might be up to that 10,000 status, and whatnot will always be my man. So, once again, thank you for coming out, and thank you for that, man. So anyway, I want to get into this review because I don't want to belabor the point too long. So SmackDown today was an interesting show because it had a lot of big layers to it. First off, it's a nice continuation from Night of Champions. First off, I'm gonna say this: I was very, very, very happy because Night of Champions was really good from a storyline perspective. So for them to pick up from where it left off at, Night of Champions, that to me was a really good thing. That showed me that they really did care about the story that they have created and that they're putting out. So I'm going to give it to them for that. First, it comes out with Paul Heyman, and he's sitting there and he's about to give out a great promo, but he gets cut off by Roman Reigns because he referred to him as a tribal chief. And Roman Reigns was like, wait, no, I cannot take that without his acknowledgement. See, you know what? I'm loving this thing about family and stuff and bringing in the family dynamic and why it's so important to have that blessing from that family member to take that blessing from that family member that you really want to see you for who you are and to promote your success. See, for some people in some cultures, that family line, that family respect means a lot. I know for me and my family, that's a huge big thing, is to have that family respect, that the men respect one another. I know that in Black culture, that's how it is. I know it looks like this kind of the same in Samoan culture, so to see that on display in front of us is pretty interesting. So for Roman Reigns to give off such an awesome promo about, you were supposed to, we grew up together, and why that's important for him to acknowledge him as this person, and that his feelings were deeply hurt, but even now you can see him looking at that belt. And, Roman never lied about anything. He never lied about being, for what he did, what I'm saying, why he had to try to do it. So, what? It was kind of conniving, but at the same time, it was very real. It was very blunt and to the point. And I'm going to be honest, I'm really, really enjoying this Roman Reigns, man. I'm enjoying everything he's doing. I'm loving everything he's putting out. I think that right now, him as a heel is probably better work than he ever did as a face. And I almost don't even want to see him go face anytime soon. I want to see this Roman around for a good long time. And, even the fact that he noticed Jimmy looking at the belt, and he was like, even now, you're not talking to me. You looking at this belt because you want this. Is this all you want? Because if this is what you want, so he's showing him that, like, you're so worried about this championship, you don't even realize that there's a bigger thing this is a bigger conversation being had right now. So if you want this belt, you want another chance at it, go right ahead. But you ain't going to win it. But if this is what you want, he did it, and he knew Jimmy could not take the bait because Jimmy just thinking about his career. He thinking about feeding his family. He thinking about all the things that go along with that. So for all that to be said, I really did enjoy this promo by both of them. And then AJ Styles, man, he comes out, and I don't know which. I really don't know what AJ was thinking when he said the chicken remark. I still think he was talking to some brother on the street. He was like, are you going to sacrifice a chicken? I'm like, wait, what? Okay. So you going but they said, are you going to sacrifice a chicken? I'm like, man, bro. At first he said, do you want some chicken? I'm like, wait, whoa, bro. Are you trying to give the like all black people like it's chicken conversation? Because this is the wrong culture, man. But it was still good. It was still a great thing. And I like how, Jimmy didn't stop looking past AJ Styles, but I like how in the middle of the antagonistic part of AJ, a real honest AJ came out. See, some people are going to gloss over the fact that AJ said something so big. AJ Styles said, what are you doing, man? You cannot fight him angry. That was a promo within itself. People don't even realize the promo that just happened right in front of him, because it's like he told a story right there. Like, look, you can't think straight when you're doing this. So you're just an emotional guy being emotional, and you need to kind of calm that down so you can look ahead. So he refocused, Jimmy in a way, and I like how he did. I mean, Jay, excuse me, in a way that is, I loved it, man. I love that. AJ played his part in the promo to try to get out of Roman's head and get into his zone and to clear his mind. I think that was a real good stop, and almost made AJ look a little face-ish. Even though he wasn't a face, he was very much a heel in the moment. But I think doing that really gave him that from that heel moment, but into more of an anti-hero moment. And I think that's something you do need sometimes, as people to come in and give you that straight up real facts. And don't think that your enemy can't give you no facts like that. He was trying to, capitalize on an opportunity, but really he was like, what he was saying was real. Like, and I think that was real good. And the match between them was awesome. So I'm going to give that whole situation a 4 out of 5. I think the whole situation in total just was a great way to open up SmackDown. I think it was a great way to get things kicked off. And man, I tell you, baby, you can't ask for nothing more when you get that type of promos. It was just good promos all the way around. And once again, kudos and shout out to Roman Reigns for being a man, bro. That was awesome. For him to be the BA that he is, I just cannot, I cannot say any more about it, because I'm going to just be on this all night. So, yeah. The next thing that we got to watch was the Sami Zayn promo. It's a Sami Zayn promo. His promo work has never been bad. It's never been terrible. So I'm going to go ahead and just give him that a 3 out of 5, because I think that was just really good work by Sami Zayn. And he really, got me engaged and ready for the match tonight. I see that he's going into a program with Jeff Hardy. I hope that this goes on for like a good while, and this should, take us into probably Survivor Series. And after that, we can go on from there. I think more than likely Jeff Hardy's going to come out at SummerSlam. I mean, at SummerSlam, sorry, but Survivor Series with the the Intercontinental Championship, and I think that's the way it should be. As for, I'm going to put John Morrison versus Otis and Sheamus versus Shorty G in the same place, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even watch it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I didn't watch it. I didn't care. I did not care. I don't know how much I have to say that I don't care that Otis even has the Money in the Bank at this point. I don't even care if he wins any further. I don't even care if he gets a championship belt at this point. I just don't care. I don't care what. Who does he go after? Roman Reigns? I mean, really, let's think about this here. On one side, you got Roman Reigns, which he's not going to be. And then you got the champion on Raw, Drew McIntyre, which he's not going to be in a fight. Neither one is believable. And they're trying to paint him as this BA, and it's okay. I know they got to do that, but I'm not seeing it. I don't feel it. Nothing about it. No one makes me care about it at all. They're trying to pump him up for people, and they're working hard at it. And I know this is Vince's guy, but he just sucks to me, man. I mean, he just really, really sucks. So I don't care. Sheamus versus Shorty G. I don't care. I mean, I know they're going to do Big E versus Sheamus, and I feel like that's just a bad place to put them. I know that they have to do something to kind of establish Big E, but the question is why do you have to establish Big E as a as a person. I think Big E kind of stands on his own as a participant. I don't know why people act like he's like the worst in the world. Excuse me while I pop out this window. I don't know why people treat him like he's the worst in the world at this. He's been in the game for a long time. I know he's always been almost seen like everybody's third member, but he's not. He's very much a prominent player on SmackDown, and I think he deserves a little bit more respect than what he's getting. And unfortunately, I think that he's going to just be floating in the lower mid card for a long time. I don't think he's going to get up to main event status, even though he deserves to be. Okay, and that is how I feel about that. So I'm just going to give those two a 2 out of 5. Those two matches, and notice that I didn't even bring up Shorty G. Notice that I didn't bring up Sheamus. Notice I don't even care about either one of them. I don't care about Otis. I don't care. I love John Morrison, but I just don't care for him in this match. I feel like making John Morrison job to Otis is such a waste of John Morrison's time. I wish he would be the John Morrison that I know, that I love to watch. Johnny Mundo, the Impact man. He's been Impact champion. He's been champion in other places, and unfortunately, he comes back to WWE. And the first place they put him is the lower mid card as a jobber. He's a glorified jobber. So is Miz, and it's sad that this is what this has come to for the both of them. I wish that they would just do right by both of them. That's just how I feel about it. And it may not feel that way in a little while, but right now, this is where I see it. All right, now we get into the second half, the real story that really matters. KO show with Alexa Bliss. Man, is she doing her best work now? Come on, somebody. I know y'all seeing what my girl Alexa Bliss is doing. She's doing good work right now, man. She's putting out good shows, man. She's making this thing look really great. And it's fun. She's fun to watch. She's fun to talk about. And I gotta admit, I haven't felt this. Alexa Bliss has always made a better heel than she has a face. But I always love the fact that she always talked that mess to anybody. She didn't care who you were, whether she was in a good stat or whether she was in a, no matter where her place was, she always said what she had to say. And, I always respect that. That's my song, Get a Taste. That song, Taste, yo. That's my song, Get a Taste. That's my song. How can you not love that song, by the way? That boy Tiger, baby. You gotta love that song. So, like, that's what that's shit. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cuss. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. But so yeah. So to see her work being done, I really love the heck out of like Alexa Bliss, and I love what she did, and to bring her into the KO show, and she stood beside him and said, hey, let him in. And when she said it, it was just fast. She snapped, and it was like, bah, and she's just so good at delivering those lines. And then the Fiend, okay, here we go, people. The Fiend actually goes after KO. And what does he do? He gives him the mandible claw, not with heal, but with hurt. Now, that to me means that he either makes you a face or a heel. So I would say just look forward to seeing Kevin Owens as a heel. And I wonder if he's going to go through the same transformation as Alexa Bliss had to go through to get to the realization that he's been healed and fixed, or is it going to be an instantaneous change for him? Because the way that he was doing that mandible claw was as if he was injecting something into him. Like he was just completely changing him and destroying whatever he is now. So I guess you could say now Kevin Owens is now on the SmackDown brand, I'm guessing, because they're kind of making like a small new Fiend family, not so much a Wyatt family, but a Fiend family. And then, she takes the Fiend's hand and gives this evil, sadistic look into the camera as they cut to break. And I mean, dog, that was good work. Man, Alexa Bliss did that right there. okay, I got to give my girl that work. She gave them that work on that mic, man. She only did such a small amount, but man, this is the best in WWE right now. I don't think that there's a better storyline in WWE right now. I love how they kept Braun out of it. They took him out of it completely. And I like that. I think that they almost separated Braun for this whole conversation and put him in a different mindset. So that way he's not even in the face of all this. He is just Alexa Bliss. And I honestly don't want them to bring back Nikki Cross. I want them to let this be what it is, unless they do something like make Nikki into a heel too. Take her back to her crazy psycho, that psycho Nikki. I think that would be cool. Psycho Nikki would be great to come back into this situation. So, I mean, like I said, this is the best that WWE has on both shows. I don't think there's any story right now that tops this. Always Bray Wyatt, he's always top notch. So we know that this is the best that you can get it, so yeah. The 6-man tag with the Lucha House Party and what was that? Matt Riddle versus, who cares and who cares more. I could care less. I mean, because it just literally you could just say the 6-man tag because intermission, the second intermission, because I really didn't care for either one. By the way, Alexa Bliss KO 5 stars. 5 stars. There's nothing else to say there. Sasha Banks promo. I gave that a 3-star. Sasha Banks has always been iffy on the mic to me. I always felt like Belly was better on the mic, but I always also feel that Sasha I never liked Sasha Banks as a face, but they just keep keeping her as a face. I always felt like she should be the heel. She just has a better heel persona. She is that chick, man. And I mean, she's one of my favorite female wrestlers of all time. Let's just be real. Do I think that I always feel like she's too small to really do a real impact on anybody, but she does her thing. I would like to see a program between her and Selena. I would like to see one between her and Blair, but Bianca Belair, excuse me. But I would like to see those three have like a big program against one another and just move Sasha past this whole Bayley thing. I can't wait till it's over. I know everybody's waiting for it and everybody wants it. Personally, I just would love to see a 4 horsemen just coming back together and just be that, or just split them up completely. That's just the way I feel about it. But that's just how I see it, and that's fine. Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy was the main event. And I'm going to say this. Those two against one another are just so complimentary. It was such a good match. I put that as a 4 out of 5 because it was just a really good match. So for SmackDown tonight, I'm going to give SmackDown a 4 out of 5. All right? A 4 out of 5. I said 3 out of 5 in the thing, but I'm going to change this to a 4 out of 5 because now that I sat here and thought about it really much, Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy was exactly what it was, but it was still really good. And I mean, you can't ask them to be anymore. Jeff Hardy never really puts on a bad match. I really never had seen a bad match in WWE from Jeff Hardy. Of course, we know Impact had theirs, and but when they was at ROH, they weren't there long enough for me to care. But at Impact, I've seen some pretty terrible ones. But from WWE perspective, I don't think I've ever seen a bad Jeff Hardy match. So since he's so consistent, I'm going to always just give him a 4 out of 5. He's always been good to me. So yeah. So I'm going to give SmackDown today a 4 out of 5 because I think that it was just a really, really good, solid show. I don't think you could ask for anything more out of this show. And I thank you guys for coming down and watching my channel. Highlights of the show was KO versus Alexa Bliss. And to me, the thing that sucked about the show today is, of course, Otis and Sheamus and Shorty G. And I really don't care if either one of them ever wrestles again. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even care about the Money in the Bank anymore. I feel like giving it to Otis was the worst idea they could have ever done. And I think that, honestly, if you were just going to give it to somebody, you should have gave it to Rey Mysterio and let him just, float around Raw with it for a little while. But we'll get into that on the next week's. I'm your boy, the Big Ox Uchiha, and I am out of here. Have a nice night. No, I'm just kidding. It was cool. All right, y'all. Have a great night.